Hi, I'm Bart Hansen, the owner and operator of CrushLivePoker.com. The following hand comes from our call-in show that we record at 4:45 p.m. Pacific Time every Monday. If you want to call in your hand, check out the phone number in the description.
He has about 950,
Okay.
and I have about 680.
Okay. So 680 effective at 2.5.
Yes.
Okay.
So he opens up $20 under the gun,
Okay.
and he played the last 90 minutes very straightforward. I've seen him raising 2-3 times, but never conti-betting the flop, always folding,
Okay.
or check folding. When he looked like when he doesn't hit the flop, he just check folds and everything's fine.
Okay.
So in this hand, he opened 20 under the gun.
Mm-hmm.
We had a calling station in middle position who called the $20.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the cutoff
Yep.
and called with pocket 8.
Okay.
8 of clubs, 8 of hearts. Small blind, another calling station called, and the big blind called.
So you're five
So
ways.
We have 5 ways. We
Okay.
go to the flop, and we have $100 in the pot.
Okay.
The flop comes king of diamond, 8 of spades, 3 of clubs.
Okay.
So perfect flop for me.
Mm-hmm.
Small blind called, small blind checked, big blind checked, and the under the gun opener now makes a $50 bet.
Okay.
So the middle position calling station folded, and I called in position.
So you decide here to
you
just decide here to flat here. It's a rainbow board,
Yeah.
king 8-3. You flat
Yeah.
here from the cutoff. Okay.
I see no reason to raise.
I mean,
And the small blind.
it's not really a draw heavy board, obviously, and I mean you can certainly
Right.
call here for balance. I mean, raising looks strong. I will say though that depending on the type of player that you're up against, I mean, he is c-betting into 4 people, and if you raise right away, you don't rep that much. This is a discussion that David Tuckman and I always, disagree, or we always bring it up. Like, you don't have any 2-pair here in your range, so if you do raise, you rep super thin, and you don't have all that much. So I feel like on the surface, yeah, you flat, and I think that's okay too. But if you look at your effective stack and you just bump it up to like 120, the guy is just going to check call you the whole way down with a king, as opposed to you suddenly shoving the river or raising the turn. If the turn is some sort of Broadway card where now you can have 2-pair, or you play a set like everybody else, that would be the argument for fast playing here.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
you called. Did everyone else fold?
The small blind called,
Okay.
and the big blind folded.
Okay.
So we have a pot of $250 now.
Mm-hmm.
Now comes a turn, another king.
Okay.
King of hearts, so no flush draw.
Yep.
And now the guy under the gun, the small blind checks, and the guy under the gun checks to me.
Okay.
And I bet 140, because I have about 400 behind.
Yep.
I think it's good bet, because I have about 80% of the pot size behind.
Okay.
For shoving on the river.
Yep.
The small blind folds, and the under the gun player calls.
So the under the gun calls.
Yes.
Okay.
After continuation betting the flop, he check calls the turn.
Yep.
But it's kind of a fishy, strange line when a rec player is doing this.
I mean, he could have aces or something like that, and he doesn't believe you. I mean, it's probably pretty rare for him to check ace king. I thought you were going to say the under the gun guy checked, you bet, and the small blind called. But there's a possibility that he could have like a hand like queens or aces. Like I said, it would sort of be surprising if he had like ace king or something like that. But so what happened on the river?
So we have a pot of $530.
Mm-hmm.
I have about 400 behind.
Yep.
And in the river comes an ace.
Okay.
And now he leads out for $340.
Yeah, I think that there's a very good chance that you're beat here. Now, I'm not going to say that I mean, it looks like pocket aces to me. It really does. I mean, If this is the type of player that might have pocket threes here from an open from up front, there are three combinations of pocket threes. There are three combinations of pocket aces. I don't really think he has ace king all that much. I don't know. You didn't say if the king brought a backdoor flush draw in. Do you remember if it did?
No, no,
It
no.
didn't. It was
It's
totally
completely
rainbow.
rainbow. Yeah.
So, with this type of run out here, right, there are 8 combinations of ace king, right? Because there's 2 kings and an ace out on the board. 3 combinations of pocket aces, and then maybe he has 1 combo of pocket threes. So let's say that maybe he does this 25% of the time with ace king. That's 2 combos of 2 combos of ace king, 3 combos of pocket aces. That's 5, and then maybe 1 combo of pocket threes. I think you're out by 5-1. Listen, it's easy for us to say, oh, like in theory, we're going to fold here when he bets 300, getting 3-1, but certainly not. It's never going to be a raise. Let's just say that. I think that you're probably beat here. And if you think he's really straightforward, then you can make a crazy fold.
The question I had about his hand is, pocket three is pretty much the bottom of his open raising range under the gun.
Yeah.
9-handed, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that ace king and pocket three maybe would have check raised the turn.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I was just doing it very, very liberally. So what did you end up doing?
I folded.
And did he ever show you?
No.
I don't think it's a bad fold. Honestly, I really don't think it's a bad fold. I think that you're probably not good here 1 out of 3 times.
What I think, you uploaded another podcast earlier, and you talked about when somebody, especially a regular player, does not push all in on the river, but gives you the chance to left some dollars behind.
Mm-hmm.
That looks very strong.
Well, I said that's a technique. That's a technique that I actually use to get a call. That I'll bet a little bit less than all in, and I find the frequency of me getting called with my value hands is a little bit larger than going all in. But I just don't see you really beating much here. You know what I mean? It would be beating a bluff. Like you said, pocket threes is such a weird open from there, and to call it, to play it that way. I think he plays pocket aces like this the whole time. Yes, there probably would be some frequency of check raising with ace king and pocket threes, but I think you're beat. But you never got to see, right?
No.
Oh,
well, I have never seen it.
I guess we'll never know.
Your opinion.
We'll never know, but I think it's a good fold. Hey guys, if you like what you've seen here, please click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we put up a new video. And if you want to check out CrushLivePoker.com for the first month free, use the code YTA100. Click on the link right there.